Coach, you talked about Nelson after the last game, but he came out with good energy again in back-to-back games. Is that kind of giving you hope that you're going to get that down the stretch?
It does. You know, he's obviously capable, but when he's playing with energy like that, it makes a big difference in our team.
Did your press and trap kind of get the team going a little bit more tonight?
Yeah, you know, I thought they were getting a little comfortable, got them a little bit sideways, and we got a few turnovers, a couple run-outs in that 19-0 run. Yeah.
Mel and Zach seem to bring the kind of the toughness to the interior there. Is that how much better is that?
That and experience, you know, maturity, you know, knowing what we need at any particular time. I think they both understand.
Bench really got you guys going. I think it was 6-4, and then you guys went 19-0.
Yeah, I mean the bench has been great. You know, we got the break going. We threw it ahead. You know, we really attacked their three-quarter court pressure with great success. And you know, a lot of the game, you know, Greg played a smaller lineup. You know, so we dominated the glass, but you know we should have dominated the glass because especially when Gillette got hurt, their best big guy.
Coach, 5 guys in double figures, 4 of them were bench players. It's kind of an interesting statistic.
But not uncommon for our team. I mean, you know, that's a type of thing that can happen with the way those guys shoot the ball. I mean, Zach, Jared, for sure. They're 2 of our top 4 scorers, and you can see it coming with Gabe. I mean, every game he just seems to get better.
Gabe has 14, but he's got offensive boards. He gets to the line. Is his overall offensive game taking the next step?
Well, you can see how much more comfortable he is. I mean, even when he got the ball ripped and drove it from the foul line, which wasn't a great play, it just goes to show you where his mindset is. He would not have made that play last year or the year before. He just took it. You know, he's trying to drive through what's essentially a matchup zone, and didn't score. But you know, I loved his aggressiveness and the confidence he has in himself right now.
Beginning of the year, you talked about how you were thinking about playing Gabe and Adam together, and then tonight you finally did there in the second half. Why tonight? What led you to make the decision?
I just wanted to give Adam more minutes, that's all. There was nothing more to it than that.
You had Peter in with 4 starters for a while. Was that just a different look to check out?
I thought he was playing well, and he didn't seem to be tired, so I just left him in. Yeah.
Does a game like this help you for the preparation for Iowa State?
I think every game helps you, you know, but you know, for us, you know, getting back late after the Drake game and having to lock in yesterday, I mean, it's kind of been that all year for us. You know, short preps, stay focused. You know, I think the approach has been, you know, very mature.
You like short preps?
I'm okay either way. Our guy. You don't like short preps when you don't think your team can handle short preps, okay? But these guys can. They've been through it, they're smart, they're experienced, and they're able to process the information quickly if they have to.
Peter looks like he's a little bit more under control on offense. He had 4 assists tonight. So
is no turns.
Yeah. Are you trying to get him to take good shots, not shots all the time?
You know, the funny thing with him is, he doesn't take a lot of real bad shots. Occasionally he'll take it contested, you know, but he gets it off quick. He's got the green light. But tonight I thought he really he made great decisions: when to shoot it, when to drive it, when to move it on, you know, when to load up one of his teammates. I mean, he was really good tonight, playing with a lot of confidence, I thought.
Coach, you're about a third of the way through the season. Pleased so far with the progress and finding the help?
Yep, very pleased with where we are. Still got a lot of work to do.
What are your initial thoughts about Friday? You know, big game for the state, obviously, but as always. But this time, 2 ranked teams, that kind of environment.
You know, I think the thing about Iowa State that impressed me Saturday was that comeback, because you know, anytime a team comes back and say, "Wow, that was impressive," to me it was the way they did it. You know, when you're down 18 with less than 16 to go, I mean, that is often panic time, and they didn't panic at all. They shared the ball, they defended, they got 1 stop and 1 bucket at a time. Showed, you know they have an experienced team, and they showed it. You know, and young guys, they did played intelligently. So it's a team with a lot of weapons. You know, you can see that, and They've got athletes, they've got shooters, so they can beat you in a lot of different ways. So, you know, it's going to be a great atmosphere, great environment, and we'll be ready.
Anything else?
Yep.
Okay.